Hey coaches, it's Cheryl here. Today I want to talk to you about Beachbody coach ranks. I'm going to go over a few of the different ranks that you can get to and what you need to get there and some of the perks of being at each rank. This is just kind of going to be a brief, I'm going to briefly go over it. I'm not going to go into too much detail on each rank. I do have a video, I don't know, I think it's like a 5 to 6 minute video on the Emerald rank, on only the Emerald rank, and that goes into a little bit more detail. So I definitely would say that if you don't know much about Emerald, or if you are a new coach, check that out just to see kind of how you can get to Emerald and some of the really good perks of getting to Emerald. Okay, so to start with, I've got this little drawing here. This is you, and for this, just for the video purposes, we're going to say that your right leg is your strong leg. So when you start out as a coach. Everybody starts out as a coach. Everybody starts at the same spot that you're starting at, and you have two legs. One is your weak leg and one is your strong leg. Now, it's not always that your right leg is your strong leg. Sometimes your left leg could be your strong leg. The way that you can see that is okay, so this is you, and then here are a couple coaches placed beneath you on this leg. These are coaches that you don't even know why they're there. You've never talked to these people. You've never heard of them, and it doesn't have on your back office. You can find this under your genealogy and your back office, but it doesn't have a little PS up top there. That means that they're not your personally sponsored coaches, so they were placed there from coaches above you. So some of your coaches up here, well, they have to place coaches on either their right leg or their left leg. And if you're right here, then they're going to place them underneath you. So these coaches that are placed underneath you don't do anything for your rank. So they don't count at all towards to get the amount of coaches that you need for your rank. What they do count towards is your team volume. So they help give you more money in your bonus cycles. So that's kind of why they're good to be there. But, okay, so we're just going to say that this is you, and then you have a couple coaches placed underneath you. So right now you're just a coach. That's just what your rank is as a coach. And you are learning the business, and you're going to go into the online training, online courses, and take some of those so you learn a little bit more about the business. You're working on your 3 vital behaviors: invite, personal development, and proof of the product. So you're working on your own personal journey. If you have already gotten your fitness journey out of the way, because a lot of people do that before they become a coach, then you're at least that far and you're getting your story in place. If you're still working on your fitness journey and or even you're just getting started, that doesn't mean that you can't rank advance. But that's just something that you work on, is the 3 vital behaviors as a coach, and just kind of yourself and bettering yourself and getting yourself healthy so you can help other people get healthy. So now say, okay, you want to sign up your spouse and a friend. So here is what you really want to do, and we'll go into a spouse placement video. I'll do one of those later, but you usually want to put your spouse on your weak leg, and I'll go into that in that video, but I'm not going to go in that today. So let's say this is your spouse. Here, you leave it an open circle, and that's going to be a PS. And then this, you're going to put whoever it is that you put on there, that you put in here, is just going to go under these coaches that are already on your or already placed underneath you. So let's say that's a friend or your mom or something. So now you've got one coach on each leg. So now you're Emerald. So perks of being Emerald is that you get to start qualifying for cycle bonuses. So your team will start producing team volume. So you'll be getting the volume from this leg and from this leg. So now you're getting the volume from these 2 coaches as well that are placed there that you don't even know. So for every 200 points on your strong leg and 100 points on your weak leg, you get 1 cycle bonus. So as an Emerald coach, that's $14. So it doesn't seem like much, but it definitely adds up. I mean, each coach's Shakeology is 90% volume right there. So you're getting 90 for sure from each coach that's on Shakeology. So that adds up pretty quickly, and your cycle bonuses will add up pretty quickly. So to be Emerald, it is 1 coach on each leg. You can't have 2 coaches on the same leg. I mean, you can, but you're not going to be Emerald until you at least have 1 personally sponsored coach on each leg. Also, you can start qualifying for Success Club leads and customer leads. When you become Emerald, there's some other things like you have to hit Success Club. You have to have a profile picture in your Team Beachbody online account, and you have to have the club membership, and then you would be able to start qualifying for them. But this is a step. It's your first big milestone for one in your coaching business, and it is a step to getting those leads. Okay, next one is Ruby. So Ruby is when you have 4 personally sponsored coaches, and 2 of those coaches are Emerald. Oops, I forgot your Emerald here from before. Okay, so if you have 2 Emerald coaches, one has to be on each leg, and then 2 other coaches. So a total of 4 coaches, 2 coaches on each leg, and 2 Emeralds, and one of those Emeralds have to be on each leg. That is a Ruby coach. Now, a good thing about Ruby, or perks of Ruby, is your cycle bonuses now go from $14 to $16. So now for every cycle bonus, every 200 on one side, 100 on the other, you get a $16 cycle bonus instead of the 14. Let me just check in my notes to make sure I get everything. So yes, at this point you're beginning to build your team. You're getting some coaches underneath you. A lot of times this one can get skipped, and I'll show you why. You can a lot of times go right from Emerald straight to Diamond, and I'll show you why. Because Diamond is 8 coaches. Whoops, I wanted to use black. 8 personally sponsored coaches. And 1 Emerald on each leg. So of your 8 personally sponsored coaches, you have 1 Emerald on each leg. So a lot of times people will get, and then I don't really have a diamond colored marker to change that, but anyways, a lot of times people will get their 8, or they will get their 8 coaches, and they'll have 1 Emerald, but the other person's not, they don't have an Emerald on their other leg yet, or they'll have 2 Emeralds over on this leg and not on this leg. Well, you don't qualify for Ruby yet because it's 1 on each leg. So really the difference between Ruby and Diamond is just those 2 more personally sponsored coaches. So that's why that a lot of time gets, the Ruby a lot of times gets skipped. But so Diamond, your cycle bonuses are $18 for Diamond. So for every 200 on one side, 100 on the other side, you get $18 each. And now as you can see how many coaches you're having, and I'm sure that these other people up here are still placing coaches on this leg. And this is why it is important to put your spouse over on your weak leg. One of the reasons, because you can start working your spouse's business because you're adding up quite a bit, and for every 200 you still have to have 100 over here. So the more that you can add to your team volume over here, the more equal it becomes, and you get more cycle bonuses. So now for every 200, and you can see all these coaches here, your 200 is going to add up quickly. You're going to get a lot. So that's why it's always good to have the more coaches, and $18 even just doesn't seem like very much, but sorry, someone keeps trying to call me. But you will definitely see that, and the higher you get in ranks, the faster it starts growing. Now, you get, as a Diamond, you get more recognition, and you're starting to become a leader. And so that's a great milestone in your business, to be able to, even just to say you're a Diamond coach, because a lot of people, when they hear, oh my gosh, she's a Diamond coach, like they know that that's kind of high up there, that's getting to be good. So you just get more recognition in itself just with the word Diamond. Now real quick, I'll go over above Diamond, there's Star Diamonds. So for every one of your personally sponsored coaches that becomes Diamond, you become that Star Diamond. So if you have 1 personally sponsored coach, you're 1 star. If you have 2 personally sponsored coaches that are Diamond, you're a 2 star. When you become a 2 star, you can open your second business center. So for every 2 star rank that you get, you can open your second business center, and that's just like you building a whole business underneath your own business, and then that's just more volume that you're creating for yourself. And you can also qualify for Premier at 2-star. And then when you get to 5-star, you can qualify for Elite. So also with the stars, you get quarterly bonuses, and they just kind of go higher with the more stars that you get. So that's a great perk too. So I hope that this covered a lot for you. I hope that you understand a little bit more now about what the different ranks in Beachbody are. If you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. I will put my information, my email, my Facebook, and my website in the description below. So I would love for you to reach out to me and ask me any questions that you have. Thanks for watching.